Hello everyone, and welcome back to the vanilla server. It appears I am floating on a land, but really the world just hasn't loaded around you yet. It's a magical effect. As you can see, I've dug out the whole area around the Jan Heilsima one way. You can see with the fancy signs over here, but really, you should really just come to first-person perspective with me, and that way we can get you some, clarity on what you're actually seeing here instead of this floating nonsense. So go ahead and follow me and we'll talk. Welcome back to the Koala Kraft vanilla server. Now snapshot-mataged. So you can see right over here we have some of them horses. And luckily, from digging down and torching up the shafts around my mob farm, I have a couple of saddles. So you can see we have some saddled horses. Let's see if we can... Yeah, that was kind of awesome. So yeah, we have some neat horses here that we can go riding now. I know a lot of other people have also found... that didn't work. I know a lot of other people have also found horses, so... it's going to be cool. We'll probably have some horse races or something. There's a lot of testing I want to do in regards to horses because I'm not exactly sure about their limitations yet. Oh, no, okay. No. I'm still not quite used to the whole jumping thing with horses. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and left shift to dismount you. So getting horses was quite an exciting journey. I had to travel for a really long way, and I really was only able to get 2 horses, or was it 3? It was like 3 horses I was able to get back to my base, which was no problem, because since then I've just kind of been breeding them, and I just kind of saddled a couple of them randomly. Not really sure how horse traits work yet, but we'll go with it. Tim Buck says all the horses disappear in the next snapshot. Anyway, so... I have done it. The mob farm is done. Not done. I lied. Okay, so it's like 90% done. The only thing I have left to do is to continue going down and torching up the watching up places. And once I've torched everything up, then it will be perfect. So going down and torching it up is just going to be one of the side projects that every now and then when I have 10 minutes of free time, I'll just kind of find my way down into the caves. A couple stacks of torches to burn through. I did my initial pass, so it's pretty well lit up, but I definitely did not get every single darkened spot on the first pass because there's just so many different places under there. And there may be dark places I just simply never find because there might be like this little 5x5 pocket of air I'll never see that 5,000 creepers constantly spawn in, and then I never see that gunpowder. But there's a time reward thing going on where I can only spend so much time on a project to get X amount of reward. I mean, I could spend another 20-50 hours on it, but I've put a ton of hours in it already, and I'm just ready to say it's good. Stamp it with the rubber thing, and we'll move on. I'm going to make a day really quickly, and then we'll go over the farm. Alright, so you can see here along the ground we have these wonderful striations, which I have been going down and spamming torches in to try and light them up as I go. You'll see on some of their sides when I have to stop part way, I'll spam the side with torches to prevent mobs from spawning on the flat area. But in general, just tons of torches all over the freaking place. Let's see here. Another striation over here. And there's another one down there. So apparently this one wasn't all the way completed because I'm a lazy butt. But yeah. So those striations, I also have gone around and chopped down a bunch of the burnt stumps that were floating high in the sky, because quite honestly they just needed to get gone, they just needed to stop. And we can jump over here to my leader and go on down and take a look at the farm. And you can see I have a couple of chests down there for the drops I have been getting. I could have put chests right next to each other using the trapped chests, but to be honest, I find that more obnoxious than anything. So what I did, for just kind of being able to easily understand, was the chests are just kind of 2 spaces apart, and then I'll put something here to indicate what this thing is. Now, one thing that is an issue with this farm, well, is that bones are stuck there. That does not make me happy. Well, I have to leave this block out because, quite frankly, spiders are the bane of mob farm's existence, and every once in a while a spider will not get killed by the drop, and I don't know what triggers it, but just sometimes spiders get stuck down here with like 1 hit left on them. So I removed the block so that way I can just punch the spider a couple of times to kill it. It's annoying and obnoxious, but it's an unfortunate side effect of the farm. I've tried a couple of things like putting a lava blade in, but putting a lava blade in actually did more harm than good. So at the end of the day, the best thing to do was to just punch out a block here and give me a little punch hole for the rare. It's not very often a spider gets stuck down there. Like, I'll literally sit here for like an hour watching videos on YouTube why the farm runs, and maybe 1 spider gets stuck. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. So I just gotta be aware of that. And you'll notice I have the piston mechanism for killing armored mobs, which have turned out to be an issue, as armored mobs do not like to die from the fall. But aside from that, I'm going to call this mob farm project pretty much done. Keep a lookout on the channel, because in the near future I will have a Tinkerbox where I go over the redstone that drives both the crushing mechanism and the piston mechanism up here for releasing water. So there's that. So you may have noticed the splash at the beginning of this video that said vanilla factorization, and that is basically what I'm changing what I call and refer to this series as. We're still on the Koala Kraft server, but what I personally want to do is factorize the vanilla game. Now I'm here in my Amish skin still from Feed the Beast, because I'm kind of enjoying the Amish skin. I think it's a nice change from the suit. So I'm just going to kind of stick with the Amish skin for now. But aside from that, in Feed the Beast I feel like there's too much factorization, so I'm trying to take a more chillaxed approach to the game and just be like, I don't need your sorting systems. But in vanilla, I feel like there's not enough factorization. So what I want to do is factorize all the things in vanilla. Now, really about the only thing I cannot automate is diamonds. Okay, there's a lot of things I can't automate. I basically can't automate anything that can't be dropped by a mob or harvested from a plant. So that's wood, dirt, sand and gravel I can. But yeah. Of basic resources, wood and diamonds are really the only 2 things that are tough, if not impossible, to automate. You can come up with a tree farm that makes harvesting trees and planting them more efficient, but one cannot do anything to make getting diamonds easier, aside from branch mining. But that's basically what the series is going to turn into, because that's literally what I've been doing this whole time. I have a villager breeding station over there for automating emeralds, and we're actually going to... That's our next order of business, is to improve the way in which we get emeralds from the villagers. So we'll work on that probably next episode, but really, originally when I started the series I said I was going to build this village and it was going to be great and I was going to improve my building skill. But just scratch that. I do building off camera in my own free time, and it's something I quite enjoy doing, and I don't really think it's good enough yet to do LPs out of. I mean, you see me building inside of the Amish Koala series and stuff like that, so that'll be enough for me. But the Yanahal Samaway and I have decided that we are going to factorize vanilla. So we're going to make cactus farms, we're going to make chicken farms, we're going to make cow farms. I've been thinking of a way to improve my vegetable plant farm design, because currently, while it does produce a lot per go, it is inconvenient to replant it. So I'm going to work on a crop farm that is convenient to replant, which may be difficult, but it should be possible. Alrighty, here we are back at our villager mass production Sintre, and our very ghetto reed farm that villagers like to hide in. Oh. Oh. No. Oh. 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 Anyway, so yes, we need to automate this much better. Oh gosh. I haven't been over here since the update. Oh my goodness. The noise. Oh my ears. Why? It's nighttime. Maybe I'll get lucky and a creeper will blow them all up. Alright, so here we are. Again, it's daytime. Here I have created the world's most annoying noise machine. I'm going to have to find someone that has villagers and build one of these under their base. It will be great. It'll be the best thing ever. So I'm going to do some research on villager trading. Also villager muzzles. But anyway, so I'll look into villager trading and find the most common trades for... I can't even think over their noise. This is ridiculous. So I know books and paper are pretty common trades for emeralds. In fact, that's what this guy, who I love, he does books and paper. And I'm probably going to keep him forever and a day because I love his trades. And even though you have to do his other trades to refresh these good trades, you end up emerald positive. I mean, you can see in here I have, what, almost a stack of emeralds just from messing around with him. So, we will work on getting some more good villager trades set up, and we'll work on getting a reed farm set up first and foremost for mass production of reeds, and secondly, we'll work on getting a better cow farm. It's going to be a version of that community cow farm I ended up building. So we'll work on getting something of that nature set up for mass production of leather, and I am also going to research villager muzzles because this is ridiculous. Alright guys, we're at the end of the episode here, and I just wanted to take a moment to thank you all. Recently, I've noticed a big upswing in the number of comments and the number of likes I'm getting per video, and I want to thank you guys for that, because you guys may not realize it, but every like, comment, and favorite bumps my video up out of the crowd a little bit more, and it helps me get a few more views per video, which helps me out a lot. Just kind of helps me build the channel. And if you guys want to help me out a little bit more, there's a couple of things you can do. First off, if you're not already, like and comment. And secondly, if you're watching this video in a web browser with an ad blocker, when you watch my videos with an ad blocker, I don't get paid for them. So you don't have to. But if you want to help me out, you know, help me eat a couple of cooked potatoes a day, you can go ahead and just, when you watch my video, you don't have to do it for all of YouTube, but just once in a while when you watch a video of mine, turn off your ad blocker really quickly and take 30 seconds to watch the ad. You'd be surprised how tremendously it helps us out. I get 50,000 views a month, approximately, and only about a little over 10,000 of them I actually get paid for. So it would, if I could just even double the number of monetizable views I get per month, not even raise the number of views, just the number of views I actually get paid for, that would incredibly help me out. But again, I just want to thank you guys for recently, the upswing and comments and likes that you guys give me. It helps me out a ton, and I look forward to seeing you guys next episode when we start working on a sugarcane farm. So until then, thank you guys for all your support. Toodles!